Is awake. I am up ridiculously jet lagged. It is 4 o'clock in the morning in North America, and ready to kibitz some bridge. I would say the odds of me being live at this time of day are very, very low. And uh, I had to lose in the Rosenblum. I had to get back and still be this jet lagged to wake up in the morning. And I had arranged to have a room in my house that is not going to wake my children, I hope. So now let's watch some bridge. So we're picking up right where I left off last night, where it's set 4 out of 6. Today's the last day. They've got 48 boards left, these guys. And the nickel team has now picked up an imp on board 17 to be up by 17 with 47 boards to go. Um, it should be a really exciting day. And let's look at board 18 here. So Greco has a normal one spade opener, 11 highs, 6 card suit, and now South has to decide whether to bid Michaels or not. And I actually have a class coming up on this exact topic about, I think people are too in tune with the idea of mini maxi Michaels. And we're going to talk about one spade, two spades in particular, how difficult it is. Good morning there. I don't know what's going on with my chat. I can't seem to get a live refresh chat. Let's try that button. How you doing? Okay, that should work. So, yeah, you see, he did not Michaels. The problem with Michaelsing, when you have hearts and your opponents have spades, is that it doesn't really accomplish all that much. So, like, your sacrifice is going to come at the 5 level. So we're vol against not. With a hand like this is kind of an in-betweener hand. I would be considering a 2 hard overcall, but I would not consider Michaels with this hand. That's just pushing the hand all the way to the 3 level, and so he didn't. And so Hampson did something that you'll only see. Hey guys, nice to see there are people awake at this time. Thank you for joining. I know that obviously there's different parts of the world that are at different times, but so what we saw here with West, this is an unconventional thing. This 4 spade bid. This is only possible because East West are playing a strong club system. Normally, if my partner opened a spade and I held Hampson's West hand, I would be counting my hand. I would treat that hand as about 13 points, but I can't bid 1 spade, 4 spades because my partner will take me for a weak hand. But when you're playing a strong club, you know that your partner, the opening bidder, that 1 spade bidder, can't have more than 15 points. And so you don't have a slam. It doesn't matter about showing your partner this hand type. You don't need to show your partner that you have 13 points. So they just bid 1 spade, 4 spades, and he could have 5 spades in a really weak hand, or he could have 3 card support like this and just a bare minimum game force. And North South don't really know what's going on. It's a very effective part of precision. Sometimes when North has a really good hand, they have it's hard. You don't know whether the opponents are preempting or not. So here it went 1 spade, 4 spades, and now South led their singleton ace of diamonds. And when dummy hit, North knows for sure what's going on, or very, very likely that this is a singleton ace. So North should be giving their partner suit preference for how to get them in. So if I was playing with my partner with Warren, Warren would give me the deuce of like the deuce, the effective deuce, the 4 of diamonds there by North, and that way I'll know not to try to underlead a heart over to get a ruff, because that's really this hand is going to go down as long as they don't underlead this heart to try to get a diamond ruff. But it's kind of you might think about doing that. He's definitely considering the idea of leading a heart, and so the way you can solve that is by giving suit preference to your partner when you think that they want a ruff, and that's so. Yeah, so you play the 4 diamonds, and sometimes that's a hard signal to get right, because sometimes your partner doesn't know that they want a ruff, but here North has 5 diamonds and Dummy has 5 diamonds, and North has a pretty clear idea that South is going to be looking, hey, how do I get my partner in for a diamond ruff? And so that's why, so it wouldn't be difficult for North to know. Okay, it looks like they've stopped in 3 spades in the other room. It just popped up down here in the bottom left corner. I'm covering the play. So he did shift to the 9 of clubs, and it went ace. Now it's just going to go. Ventine knows that his partner's got a singleton, so it's going to be pretty straightforward for him to pop up with the ace of spades and give his partner a ruff, and then South is going to say, hey, I've got the ace of hearts, thank you, and call it a day. So this will be a 5 imp pickup for the Ventine team here on board number 2, because 140 east-west in the other room, and 50 will be 190 as 5 imps. Yeah, cool. It is 6 p.m. in Australia. It's true. I've not really gotten to the Australians. Every so often I have some, I guess in the late evening is another time when it's early morning there. That's another time. This is not my first time being up at 4 o'clock in the morning on August 27th. Today is my daughter's 13th birthday. Oh, he's playing a heart up, so he's trying to kill. So he knows that's true. I'm not looking at the declare play problem. He's also got to sort out that four of hearts. That four of hearts needs a place to go, so he's making sure to trump that in the dummy before he goes about drawing trumps. Uh, Looks like he's just going to continue another club. Yeah, so today I've been a father for 13 years. At this time in the morning on August 27th, I woke up to drive my wife to a yeah, I'm on Twitch too. Uh, I woke up to drive my wife to the hospital and welcomed a little girl into the world. How long ago it was, thinking of the things I was worried about that day. I didn't know how to change a diaper, and now I'm three kids through the diaper phase, and now I'm just trying not to wake them up. All right, let's go. We're gonna play a spade, and Venting knows he can't duck that spade. Oh, maybe he might cross back to his hand with a diamond. He might do it himself here. He needs the diamonds to break to make this hand. The problem is he doesn't really want to get over roughed. He does, except for from East's perspective, it's actually really unlikely that South has a doubleton diamond, because if he had a doubleton diamond, so I actually think he is going to cross in diamonds. Oh, no, he knows the diamond's getting roughed. I'm sorry. I take this all back. They've led a random ace. It's very likely to be a singleton ace. So East is hoping South has the ace of spades as well, but he knows that's not happening. I think East knows he's going to go down. There you go. Yeah, it's faster on Twitch for sure. Some coffee here. I have a hockey game tonight at 9:30 at night, and I don't know how I'm going to be awake for it, but hopefully that's going to be the thing that triggers my jet lag to be over. I might need to take a nap today. All right, Greco is actually one of the slowest bridge players around. It's kind of painful, so I'm going to switch to the other room here. There are many boards ahead. Is that right? No, this is just one board ahead. All right, so we can catch up here on what. Let's check out the bidding. So the bidding on this hand, South opened a club with 19 points pass, and you can see that Weinstein responded a spade, and South jumped to four spades with 19 points and a doubleton. So now North is contemplating his play. If you look at the North hand, well, if you look at the South hand, think about with 4 forfeits you can set up either hand, and with the South hand, in order to set up the South hand, he's going to need to rough a heart in the North hand, and he's going to rough two clubs in the North hand. That's too much roughing. It's going to be very difficult for him to do that. So instead, North's going to focus on setting up the North hand on this hand, and so the way he's going to do that is he's thinking about how to set up the diamond suit. So the diamond suit, ideally, if you had a million entries with this diamond suit, you'd start it in the North hand and you'd lead the jack of diamonds, which would work really well on this layout. You'd run the jack of diamonds through around to the queen, and then you'd actually only lose one diamond without ever roughing a diamond. That's how you could make this hand, and that line of play would make this hand. I mean, I guess it doesn't really have the entries, only because the 10 of spades drops. Is that line even going to have a chance to make? He's thinking about winning the ace of hearts and playing ace of diamonds and a diamond. Let's switch around to his perspective a little here. Let's kibitz the Weinstein, and then how do I get it to stop showing? Let me get it to stop showing settings. Where's the show played cards? I gotta turn that off for a minute. I'm gonna need to jump back and forth for that. All right, so you can see here he's got two club losers. He's got no heart losers. All right, well, we can be up at this ridiculous hour together. So he can go ace of hearts, ace of diamonds, diamond, and if he does that, he's basically playing for diamonds 3-3. That line of play I don't think it will work on the lie of the cards. I don't even actually see a winning line. I think the winning line is he's gonna have to go ace of hearts, ace of spades, jack of spades and having the 10 drop and overtake his queen. He needs too many entries to his hand to make this. He needs to if in order to play for diamonds, if he plays ace of diamonds and a diamond, I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's just going to play for diamonds 3-3. He's going to win the ace of hearts and play ace of diamonds and a diamond. Let's see what he's doing. I don't do this very often. I like kibitzing from a single person's perspective. You can't see all the cards, so you don't really know the outcome, but it's much easier to visualize a person's problem. Okay, so he's going after clubs first. He's forcing the opponents to play trumps. That's interesting, because if they play a trump for him, then he might be able to finesse the 9 of spades and buy an extra entry. No, I'm also live on YouTube and Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But while you are on Facebook, please share me in any kind of pages with bridge players that might be awake. I'm not usually streaming at this time, so people don't. I don't have my, my normal group. I know a lot of you are here, but please share it on Facebook while you're up there. Okay, so he's set up his roughs now. So now he's in a position where he actually is setting up. He is in a position to set up the south hand, dummy, north, the one that's on top right now. All right, so now is he just gonna rough this? So now he's in a position. This is much better. He does look like he's in very good shape, especially knowing where the 10 of spades is. He's gonna rough this with the 5 of spades. He can go over to the ace of diamonds and rough a club. He's in the north hand, well, the bottom hand. He could play diamond to the ace, rough a club, and then just lead a diamond. Seems like a pretty good play. Diamond to the ace, rough a club, and then a diamond. He needs to rough both those clubs, right? He's going to lose that diamond no matter what. He's already lost 2 tricks. He's going to lose that diamond. And so that's the winning line. I think he's played this very well. Leading a club off of the dummy was a big winner. It's funny. Sometimes it's easier to play hands when you don't see all 4 of the hands than it is when you can see all 4 hands coming up with a line of play. Okay, so now that's an interesting development from him. The king of diamonds popping up. Hello, thank you, king of diamonds. So now he might not rough a club. He might just play a diamond now, because the diamonds will be set up. So now the opponents will either have to play a trump. I think he's going to make this no matter what. I'm going to switch out of his perspective now and go back to the show all hands, but then now I'm going to have to flip back on show played cards, but I'm going to become a pro at this, the back and forthing of it all. So you see here that I don't think that it matters. I think that all roads will lead. If he plays a diamond, it's going to work. There's the queen popping up. So now the north hand is set up. As long as trumps are 3-2, there's nothing that can go wrong for him. Well, he has to rough, and he has to lead the 10 of diamonds now, because there's not really anything he can do. He has to play the 10 of diamonds right now. And once East doesn't have any diamonds left, he can claim. He's got the rest of the tricks because he can rough that club with the queen of spades, so it doesn't matter. He's definitely going to make it. As soon as East starts thinking at the table, I bet he says, oh, there, he got roughed, so now he can claim. All right, what's going on in the other room? We'll pop back here to watch board 20, but in the other room, feels like they did eventually get that rough there for down 1 4 spades, and now north south are in 4 spades, and they're starting the same way. You can see here he won the ace of hearts and he's leading a low club up. So what's the best defense? The best defense is to shift to a trump, I guess, because playing hearts didn't work very well. It just kind of fell into making the contract. You can see it's down to 12. All right, let's check out board 20. So board 20, West has an opening bid. They're going to open with their 12 counted diamond. And North's not going to have the right takeout shape, so they're going to pass. East will respond to heart. And then South will see whether Bobby Levin will make a 1 spade overcall with this 8 count vulnerable 5-3-3-2. I think he might. I don't know. I don't know his style. I don't know why he didn't raise hearts on that hand. It just seems so weird to me. It's masterminding not to raise hearts unless they were playing some system that we're not aware of on that hand. I'd rather not talk about a hand that's not on the screen, though. I find it that it's unless I pulled it up, it's very hard for people to watch when I'm talking about a hand that happened yesterday. All right, so he did not overcall. I think that's the right approach. 5-3-3-2s are really gross hands. You have a ton of losers, and when partner like if partner bid game with like a 15 count, you feel like, well, how ridiculous is my hand, this south hand? So I appreciate him not doing it, but now he's thinking, well, wait a second, the opponents don't have a game. Now he knows his partner has points, so now he kind of really wants to balance, but it's still so dangerous. You're vulnerable and have a ton of losers. But it's different now that the opponents have found a fit. That makes it a little safer to come in. But no, look at that. So they've missed opportunity here. North South only have 5 losers in spades. They would only lose 1 diamond and 2 clubs and a club rough and a spade. So North South can make 2 spades. So not getting in here was definitely bad for North South. As East West, the East West cards look like they're primed to make. Um, make 2 hearts. Even with both diamonds offside, it looks like 2 hearts will make. Let's check this out from Declarer's perspective, and let's turn off the show played cards. Um, so, from Declare, another one of these tough 4-4 fits. His goal, he's either going to try to set up the north hand, in which case he needs to rough a spade and set up diamonds, or he's going to try to set up the south hand, in which case all he needs to do is set up clubs. So it seems like setting up the south hand is more practical. But it's going to be hard for him to. So he's going to lose a spade for sure, a diamond for sure, and 2 hearts for sure. That's 4 tricks. He doesn't really mind if he loses a club. So I think that's going to be the approach. I think he's just going to win the ace of spades, play ace king of clubs and rough a club, and then just lead the queen of hearts from dummy. No, okay, he's ducked a spade. I don't know. I don't see how that will matter to this hand. Let's see. I still think his plan is still going to be to rough the clubs in the north hand, not to set up dummy. But I think he's going to need to pitch that 8 of spades. He doesn't want to take a rough too early with this with the bottom hand. And he might just force the opponents to play trumps for him. Let's see. He might like go a cross rough route. So Weinstein's looking at that dummy. Good morning in Finland. Good afternoon. Well, I don't know what time zone you're even in. No, you're way later. You're 7 hours. 7 hours later than us, I guess. 6 hours at least. All right. Weinstein taking his time at trick 2. It's hard playing these finals. You're in the grind. You don't want to make a stupid mistake, especially, Dummy just came down. He's just won the king of spades. He can read that 3 of spades from his partners, which is fifth, third, and fifth. So he knows that south. I'm sorry, it's so annoying that the directions are off. That south. Weinstein knows that Levin has 5 spades at this stage, or 3, I guess. His partner could have 3. Yeah, so you got an extra hour from Poland there. He's not happy, Weinstein, because if his partner has 5 spades, then he knows that they belong in 2 spades. So he might actually be thinking declares 4-4 in the majors. No, 4. Yeah. All right, let's see. I think club rough is the next step on this hand. Well, he might finesse the club. Might that be the best approach? Or he might just lead the queen of hearts. And he might rough a spade and play a diamond of the 9. That's another way he might play the hand. There's so many ways to go on this hand. He's really he could He could still decide to set up dummy or his hand. I think the only winning line, I don't think he'll make it if he tries to set up the. Good morning and thank you. I'm glad. I like the. I like this view too. Okay, so he's going after diamonds. Let's see, he plays ace of diamonds and a diamond, and now Weinstein's gonna have to decide whether to jump up with the queen of diamonds or not. He sees that six. It's this is he does not. So now what? Levin wins the ten of diamonds. Now he's gonna play another spade and rough it. Or he's thinking, do I play trump, trump, trump? Because now that West won the 10 of diamonds, he's going to know for sure that his partner's got the king, queen of diamonds. So he might be thinking, okay, let's just get these trumps away, and there's no way Declare will make it. Hmm. Shall we shift and take a look from Levin's perspective? No, there's no time limits for any given play. There's a time limit for the set, but uh, I think in the finals that they're probably pretty liberal about it because they're not waiting for anybody else to play the same boards. I don't know. In the U.S., they'd be pretty relaxed about time limits in the finals. In most times, in fact, in the U.S., they don't really worry about the time limits so badly. But you don't usually go too far over the clock. I don't. That doesn't happen very often. At least I haven't seen people losing going way over 2 hours. But I know in the WBF in the Bermuda Bowl they punished the Zimmerman team for being slow a couple times. Quite a lot of imps actually, surprisingly a lot. But it's only when you go over the set time. It's not about a hand. Any given hand, you're allowed to think as long as you want. So you can see here from Levin. Levin doesn't know whether Weinstein had King Jack Doubleton of spades. He won. Partner won the king of spades, played the jack of spades back, and they won. But he does know. What does he know? He's got the queen of clubs as a nice protecting card in case he doesn't really know for sure. It went a club. How did this song go? It went a diamond. So he doesn't even know that East has such good clubs. It went a diamond, a heart, two hearts. So Levin definitely wants to play trumps. Good morning, guys. Awake at this insane hour. Yeah. So low heart back is it looks like the best play for Levin. I think that they will beat this hand if he does lead a low heart back because will they? That ten of clubs falling is actually a pretty ugly card. Declare it. Like let's just take a look at this for a second from the show all hands perspective. So the queen 10 third of clubs is pretty helpful to East West. So if they do clear trumps, I think what'll end up happening is East they'll be forced to take a club finesse. The club finesse will lose, but then the clubs will be set up. So I don't think that they can get this. I think they need to tap the East hand. So maybe the Queen of Spades back is actually the big winner. They need to make East rough because if they don't make East rough, then those clubs are eventually going to take a trick. But yeah, he doesn't know that Declarer has such good clubs. So he's just playing a trump. This defense is not going to work. No, they're gonna almost certainly make this now. Well, if both teams are taking up time, then there's no penalties. There's no way to penalize. But they'll go back and they'll analyze the video and they'll decide, like, hey, this person. Like, if one team, usually at the end, they'll say who took more time, and then if both teams are like, well, me or me, and then or nobody, and which is probably most of the time what happens, then they have to go back and watch the video and kind of track it. It's not easy, but that would be a big benefit of playing on tablets. Like in the USBF event, they know exactly who took time when. So, and we're actually just revamping the rules to change how the penalties work for slow play because we now actually have a clock on each individual player. They don't really have great time tracking. It's not a perfect science in the World Championships here. See now, I think he's going to resort to he's thinking about playing a diamond and roughing it and setting up dummy. That play will not work. If he plays a diamond trying to set up, no, but he's going after the club finesse. So he's going to finesse the club. Oh, no, he did not finesse the club. Wow. He's just playing for queen third of clubs. That's amazing. Okay. That's it. East is good. Well done. He did very well to make that hand. The defense kind of helped a little. And at the other room, they're just slowly but surely on the same path in four spades. This is that hand. Let me show played cards. That's a little easier. This is that hand we watched in the 4-4 fit. It looks like it's playing out almost exactly the same way. No, it has not played out exactly the same way. He's in trouble here. He's lost three tricks already, and he's now got it. I don't think he can do this from this end position. He can rough. He only has. Well, I appreciate it. I don't have my normal level of energy here at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's still really fun to watch, and it's a really good bridge. These guys are playing amazingly well, and but look, he's got these three losers now in the south hand, and he's only got two trumps to get rid of them, and he can't set up the diamonds. I think his only play on this, what he's going to do is he's going to play a trump over to dummy and try to set up the diamonds, and he'll get the bad news and go down one. This looks like it's going to be a 10-imp win to the nickel team. Uh, oh, he's doing it the other way. Okay, he didn't do it by playing a trump. Okay, he sees the bad news, and now he knows there's absolutely nothing that he can do. There's just no way to make this hand from here. He might think about it for a little bit, but he's definitely going down, and that's definitely 10 imps. So it's going to be 111 to 89, which brings the total out of that. Now the math is 22, I believe. All right, a crazy hand on the other table. Oh, did Weinstein pitch a club? Yeah, that's very possible that helped him get the club right. Okay, this crazy 8 card suit hand. East opens a diamond. It goes past. West has bids a heart. So just on the surface, it looks like East West can make seven no trump. They have, but on the diamond finesse, they don't want to be in 7 no trump, but they would very much like to be in 6 diamonds on this hand, which it looks like they're so strong that they're gonna stumble their way there no matter what. But East has a really weird rebid. It goes a diamond past a heart, and you've got this 8 card diamond suit. You only have 14 highs, but you have a ridiculously strong hand. This hand, East needs very little to make game. So East, I think what East has done here is made a strong jump shift of some sort. It looks like maybe conventional. I don't know what that 3 club bid means. For me, I would just play that shows diamonds and clubs, or occasionally something that I might fake. Okay. Uh, so he has faked a jump shift, it looks like, because West has bid 4 clubs showing clubs and hearts. East is going to say 4 diamonds probably. Honestly, I don't know their system, so it's hard to know. It's going to be really interesting to see how the strong club pair handles this hand. It's an awkward rebid. I wonder what I would rebid. That's a really hard rebid. I don't know. I guess I would jump shift to 2 spades. This hand isn't really strong enough to show a strong jump shift. Maybe a diamond, a heart, 4 diamonds. Would that show this kind of hand? It's a really hard hand. I don't know. It's too early in the morning for this stuff. I don't know what I would bid. That's a really, really difficult problem. All right, well, they've had some kind of auction here to find their way to the right final contract. 6 diamonds as long as West passes. Although 6 no trump is... Well, 6 no trump's interesting. Actually, 6 no trump can go down if they lead not on this hand, not with the king of diamonds on side, but if they lead a spade, East doesn't have any entries. So then if they did lead a spade, 6 no trump would be in jeopardy. Only if South had king third of diamonds, then they would be able to duck 1 diamond and then win their next diamond and sever the East hand, keep them away from the East hand. But not on this hand. This hand 7 no trump would make. But they found their way to what looks like the best contract on the hand is 6 diamonds. I don't know. So I don't know that rebid. The East, that's an impossible problem, that East hand. You could just bid 3 diamonds, hoping that your partner doesn't. The problem is that you're so strong that you make game. You'll make 5 diamonds opposite the king of diamonds, right? Just 3 points. So it's hard to make a non-forcing bid when you're that strong. So I would be looking for some way of showing force. Maybe 4 diamonds would get that across. I don't know what that even shows. A diamond, a heart, 4 diamonds. No, that's a conventional bid. That would show 4 hearts and 6 diamonds. Yeah. So I don't know. 2 spades. 5 diamonds? That's a very hard hand. I have no idea. 2 spades, maybe jump shift. I wish there were a lot of tables and we could go around the room and see what everybody did with that hand, because that is a really, really hard rebid. All right, but it's a quick hand to play. Let's jump to the other table. Okay, Hampson and Greco have gotten much, much higher on this hand, so they are not going to make this contract. So when a diamond pass a heart, a spade, because they play a strong club, I even not playing a strong club, I didn't even register how good this West hand is. I would also jump raise my partner with that West hand. You have 12 high card points and the singleton club, so it's like I give myself 3 points for that singleton club. So I would be treating that West hand like 15. It's very close on 15 about whether you should show. I guess that's just on the bubble where you could. But when you're playing a strong club, you can jump raise on hands like this pretty liberally. It just worked out badly for them that they have a duplication of values here. They have ace king jack of clubs are opposite the singleton, which I guess Greco could have predicted, because that's what the hand type that West is going to have, is some hand with shortness in either clubs or spades. Um, it doesn't sound like the opponents have a 10 card spade fit. So I think he could have realized that this is what was going on. That partner had a singleton club, and maybe that four hearts was not going to be the right approach. But I think Hampson could have had a slightly better hand too. So this is going to take forever. He's going to take a ridiculously long time to, I think, maybe play a club to the jack. I think that he's going to see that that might be his best play, because from his perspective, he has four top losers on this hand. He's going to lose a spade, a diamond, two hearts. And so he has to avoid that. And I think the only way that he has any chance of avoiding that is playing club to the jack, ace, king of clubs. So I think he's actually going to go multiple tricks down. Okay, he's going quicker than I thought. Maybe because it's so obvious that he has four losers and he needs the club finesse. Um, and it's not going to work for him. So this is going to be a swing right back to the north-south. Two down it's going to be. He's going to win the queen of clubs. They'll cash the spade. So that's one club, one spade, two hearts, and a slow diamond. So they're going to go at least two down for. So it's going to be 340 is 8 imps back to the Ventine team. And let's, rather than sit and suffer and watch this happen, because they got just, you can see that it's top losers. And by the way, I would like to show my my mouse. Not, how do I do that here? Window, properties. I don't know. I guess I can't do it. What if I right click here? No, I can't seem to do it. I like when my mouse is visible, because I like to point to things. All right, so they've shifted to trumps. They've made it a little bit more. This isn't working out so well for them. The down two is now in jeopardy, because now he can throw both those spades from dummy. So now he might only go down one, or he will only go down one. The 10 of clubs is going to fall, so it's going to be very, very easy for him. Ace of clubs, king of clubs, throwing a spade. Now he can just play a trump. Right now, I hope they crash their trump honors. That's his one chance. If he plays a heart now, uh, if South goes up ace of hearts, then that would be a pretty embarrassing contract make. Dropping the king doubleton of hearts. No, he's roughing the spades, and now he's going to be in the wrong hand. So that can't happen. So they're going to go down one. So now it's actually only going to be 6 imps. So it'll be 111 to 95. Okay, so this is the next board. Let's check the auction. So yeah, so South open 1-0. North bid stayman with two aces. They found their heart fit, and North just invited, actually a passive just invite, I guess, because his partner's white. Well, if I have two aces and a doubleton like that, I would have just been game with Weinstein's hand. So I think he's gone pretty passive. My teammates would give me such a hard time for inviting with two aces opposite a one opener. I could not live with myself at comparison if I invited with two aces on a hand like that. So I would definitely be bidding four hearts with Weinstein's hand. We'll see how it works out. On the surface, it looks like four hearts is not a great contract. You need to solve hearts for only two losers and diamonds for only one loser. Let's just jump into the single dummy perspective here. So, because you're looking at this, the clubs, you can always go club, 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 rough, and spades, you could rough two spades and dummy. Um, he's playing in three hearts, remember, not four hearts. So that line of play that he takes in three hearts is going to be completely different to the one that you would take in four hearts. In four hearts, you would probably first try a heart to the 10. Because that way, if the queen jack of hearts are on side, you'll only lose two hearts. And also, if it's honor doubleton of hearts, queen doubleton or jack doubleton, you'll also only lose one loser. So this is actually a pretty good heart suit to only lose two tricks in. You need either the ace of hearts on side, or you need the queen jack of hearts on side, or you need queen doubleton or jack doubleton of hearts on side. So there's a lot of chances to only lose two heart tricks. That's a pretty decent chance you're going to only lose two heart tricks. And then the diamond suit, this is a perfect suit to use a double finesse. You can start in the south hand and lead the queen or the 10. And you finesse through west, expecting it to lose to east, and then getting back in and doing it again, and then all you need is west to have either the king or the jack of diamonds, and the hearts to come home in four hearts. In three hearts, you probably are still going to plan to to play the diamonds in the same way, and the hearts in the same way. I don't think that your line of play, it's just the order of operations might change in three hearts. You'd be less worried about losing a diamond rough. So maybe he'll win the king of clubs and just start diamonds right now. The hard part is he knows he's getting tapped in the south hand. So usually in these 4-4 fit hands, you really, really don't want to take a rough in both hands. You want, and that's the way this hand is set up. Is we would need to rough spades in the north hand and clubs in the south hand. 10. You see him play the 10. This is definitely the right way to play this suit. And there, the score just updated. So Greco has finished going down in that other contract we were just watching. So what's he going to play? Yeah, he's continuing clubs. And now I think we're going to see him change directions here. I think that before playing a second trump, he's not going to lead trumps out of his hand. Yeah, here we go with the diamond finesse. That's not going to work for him. He's not happy about that. Okay. Club back and he roughs it. Or does he? Okay. My teammates would argue that you want to be in four, period. You just bid game and see if you make it. All right, now the trump comes towards the king. He's in pretty good shape here. Maybe not. He's in three. West has played high-low in diamonds. I don't know if they're playing upside down or standard. Let's see what the cards look like here. So if they're playing standard carding, then his card is honest, then he has four diamonds, and so Levin will know that the diamonds are not breaking. Oh, the hearts are breaking badly. I did not know that. Okay. So he's going to lose two hearts and a diamond here. So he's going to go down on this hand in three with the 4-1 trump break. See, one of the reasons that I've taken to not invite on hands like this is modern experts, they're so good at doubling you when you have invitational auctions. So I'm actually afraid to invite. So if I ever have a close hand, I'm always very, very quick to just bid game, because once you invite, you're telling the opponents, hey, we have exactly 25 high card points. And so anytime the trumps are 4-1, they can easily double you, knowing that you've bid a touch and go game and the trumps are breaking badly. Not just the trumps, even if other suits are breaking badly. And modern experts, like I guess playing against Joe Grew enough has done it to me that I'm just afraid to invite. So if anytime I have an excuse to bid a game directly and not invite at this level, I would just bid game. So I would not even think about this one with Weinstein's head. I got to be honest with you. I'm shocked. I'm shocked to see that he invited. Anyway, it is what it is. He can't make this hand. He's done very, very well. I'm sitting here in the bleachers saying that I would do something that he doesn't do. His action worked, mine wouldn't. But yeah, there's nothing he can do. He's inevitably going to lose a trump trick, and he's inevitably going to lose a diamond trick, and there's no way around it. If he had led the 10, he couldn't quite do it all. Interesting anyway. All right. Slowly but grinding down. Let's see what's going on in the other room. Aha, so here they have the slam hand. Strong club. One no trump showing 12 plus with 5 or more hearts. 2 diamonds seemingly natural. 3 clubs. I've got hearts and clubs. 3 diamonds. I have more diamonds. 4 spades was probably key card in diamonds. That's my guess of what he showed, and he showed 2. Let's see, 4 no, 5 clubs, 5 diamonds, 5 hearts. So he showed 2 with the queen of diamonds east. He showed the queen because he had the 8th one and the 7th one for that matter. So that's what I think happened. And West said, okay, we're off a key card and bid 6 diamonds. And he also, if he did actually show the queen of diamonds, then West is like, well, I have the queen of diamonds. I guess my partner's got a ton of diamonds. And so he knows kind of the whole hand and was easily able to settle in the best contract. It's amazing how quickly they can do it. Just like 6 bids and then boom, or whatever, 8 bids, they're just in the right final contract. Nice and easy game sometime for a push. Let's jump back. All right. 2-0, 3 clubs. These guys do not play. They play puppet stamens, or they do play puppet stamens. So 3 clubs was alerted at the table. 3 diamonds says I have at least 1 4-card major. 3 spades says I have 4 hearts. 3 no trump by South says, well, we don't have a fit. So now with the West hand, when you hear that your left-hand opponent has 4 hearts and your right-hand opponent has 4 spades, the Jack of Diamonds is just a completely standout lead. If you don't lead the Jack of Diamonds in this hand, you're looking for trouble. I can't imagine not leading it, knowing you have a 4-card spade suit on your right. I would probably lead a diamond anyway, although you tend to want to lead a major, but not in this auction, not when the opponents have shown it. So all right, so how many tricks does North-South have? He's going to be just fine here. He's got 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, and 2 spades for 6. He needs to take 3 club tricks to make this hand. And so the way to there's only one way to try to make 3 club tricks, and that's to lead eventually a club to the 10, finessing West for the Jack. So this hand is just going to make 3 no trump. There's no second option on this hand. So I think that he's gonna decide whether to cross over to the ace of spades before playing a club to the king. That's a safer play. I think that is what we're gonna see, because if he leads clubs out of his hand, like if he leads the king of clubs, let's just flip this so I can just see. I don't know what you're asking about, Jerry. They were in 3 hearts down 1. I didn't say about how many imps that's gonna have happen yet on this board, if that's what you mean. Um, So he basically, to play this club suit for the minimum number of losers, I would cross to the ace of spades and lead a low club towards my king. And why you do that is for 2 reasons. You're protecting one. If East has singleton ace of clubs, the ace will pop up, and then they won't be able to grab your king with their ace, and so then you'll be able to play the king, see them not have any more, and then finesse the 10. So you're going to pick up a trick for singleton ace with East, but you're also going to pick up a trick if East has ace jack doubleton. If you lead the king out of your hand and it goes around to the ace, then the next time you're going to finesse, whoa, he's just playing a club up. So club to the 10 is what we're seeing. That's his only play. Okay, so that he just felt like that was better. I don't know. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised he didn't play a spade up. I don't see the cost of playing a spade up to play. I guess he thought it was more likely that West had singleton ace of clubs for some reason. No, that wouldn't help him. Singleton jack would help him. Good morning. Hi. Good afternoon. When you say ciao, I assume it's... No, I'm not in Poland. I am at my house in Florida. I'm Mr. Mom today. My wife is at a soccer game with my son, so I've got my little one who might run in here at any moment. and say, "Daddy, I need you," which will cause an end to my streaming, or and my 13-year-old now when she wakes up, daughter. I've got soccer games to go to. I've got birthday parties to take people to. I've got a birthday dinner. I got a whole day ahead of me. And then if I can still be awake, I'll be playing ice hockey tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time. I don't know how that's going to happen. All right, we have this is just a matter of Hi guys, hi. Yeah, thanks. That's funny. All right, let's keep going. This board is not yeah, well, I'm saying that sometimes partner might even have a maximum, and we're gonna get to four hearts anyway when I invite, and they're gonna double us in four hearts when partner has a maximum. So we're gonna play four hearts doubled versus playing four hearts undoubled. That's all I'm saying. When you invite and then you end up in game, the opponents just know to double you. It's very easy to double people who have an invitational auction. So if you're gonna get to four hearts anyway, you'd rather just do it right away and not get doubled. All right, so here he's in four hearts and he's just played a heart to the king. That's an interesting development. Strangely, he might be in a position that he might be able to. Well, he's certainly going to do a trick better now, I think, because but he's going to think he's going to hope that that's Queen Jack Doubleton of hearts. Yeah, it's so you like look when you bid a close game, you're usually banking on trumps breaking and maybe a finesse working. That's why we all these aggressive 25-point games. You're hoping for good things to happen. 25 points inherently won't just make 10 tricks all the time, but usually you get yourself to a game that's like got enough odds to make that it's worthwhile. The problem is that sometimes a third of the time trumps are 4-1, and also other suits can be breaking badly, and the opponents can see this. So if you tell them that you have exactly 25 highs, they will know when to double you and when not to double you. Maybe that can help you in some way, because when you're not doubled, you know that things are kind of breaking, maybe. But honestly, when they're doubled, though, you could go three down. Like being 25 points when things are breaking badly, you can go three down easily. Go for 800 or 500, not vulnerable. So that's why you just go bid four hearts. They can't double you, so that when you go down, you're not losing 11 imps. You're only losing it's a nothing hand. So now what does he have to do? He could clear trumps right now. We know. Let's get out of this. You can see that the hearts are breaking ridiculously. He can just go ace jack on a heart, and now they'll lose that club ruff. He might get diamonds ruff to salvage a trick though. This could take a while. Yeah, well, this one's a little different because we also have the queen. We also have the 10 and the 9. So this one, that's why they're running. Both we saw both declares run the queen through. The 9 changes the math on this hand because now you can finesse twice through the same hand instead of finessing twice just through one person for the king. It's much more likely that the honors are split. So here you lead the queen through the person and then you lead the 10 through the person. That's So he did not play back Trump, Trump, Trump. He's just playing back a club. I really don't think this matters. I think that all roads are going to lead to at least one down. Let's see what's going on in the other room. Okay. This a diamond by West, an aggressive 11-point opener. I guess not aggressive. It's a pretty normal opening bid. Pass. East, it seems they had to bid two clubs. I would bid two diamonds inverted in my system. Get that fit across. But I guess they've bid two clubs, game forcing. Went two heart overcall by Levin because he really wanted to make sure he got a heart lead against no trump. Maybe they're not even playing 2/1, but I don't know. That's aggressive two heart overcall by Levin, white. Like that, you could easily get doubled there. All right, and here it seems like five diamonds is too high on this hand. That they're going to take the 2 rounds of hearts. And then they have a slow spade loser, so I don't see a way around that spade loser. So it looks like five diamonds is going to go down. How did it go? It went. How'd the bidding go? It went two hearts, pass, and he just jumped to five diamonds. That's a really weird bid. I'm not gonna lie, that is a strange bid. When you like just jumping to five diamonds, and like, did his partner deny a heart stopper? I don't know. It seems to me like you would just make a forcing bid with the East hand. A double would be in the game. Like if you could make a takeout double and partner would pass, that would they were in trouble in two hearts. They were in deep trouble. Five hearts and a spade. I mean, I don't know. They were in serious trouble, and I can't believe exactly. I can't believe that he just gave up on three. No, it's so weird. This is a strange fight. I mean, if you find yourself leaping to five diamonds with a balanced hand, you're making the wrong bid almost always. Like I've had this come up with some of my partners lately. I'm like, you can't be jumping to five diamonds when you have a balanced hand. It's just, 11 tricks is just very very difficult. I mean, maybe he knew more about this hand than maybe they played a relay and West showed some specific hand. Like, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but just on the surface, it looks really weird that they're playing in five diamonds on this hand. When they have eight top tricks in 3 no trump and they have a slow heart trick, if the opponents play hearts, they would make 3 no trump. It turns out the best defense to 3 no trump would be to lead clubs, to develop two clubs and three hearts to beat 3 no trump. But if they play heart too quickly in 3 no trump, that's going to set up the ninth trick. So this is a potential pickup for the nickel team. Also, two hearts double was going for a nice little number. I'm shocked Levin overcalled white. I don't know what two clubs was. Maybe there's some convention. So it feels like it was some convention. It's a weird bid to bid two clubs if it's not conventional. I don't want to judge my opponent's methods too harshly because I don't know what they play. I mean, I don't. It's very hard to. All right, so what is this? Halfway through the set, 24? No, there's yes, about 6 boards left. And in the other room, he is just painfully playing this hand out. 7. He might go down more here. It looks like nickel's gonna pick up a trick or two, a card, yeah, limp or two, because he's gonna go down at least once. He's only really got one more trick sitting here waiting for him now at this stage. He can trump that club, and that's pretty much it. So he's gonna go 2 down. Yeah, I guess it is easier looking at all 4 hands, but I'm pretty good about keeping perspective. Like I wouldn't be saying like, wow, that's a weird bid if it was like close. I think it's really strange that he did not make a bid that kept them below 3 no trump. It's bizarre to me. Unless there's some system reason, but even the system, it seems a little weird because it was right to play 3 no trump with the East West cards. You're off 3 caching tricks. All right. Board 25 sees Weinstein opening Flannery. They love their Flannery, and this is actually very close to a good slam. You're just on a heart finesse, but South. That's what Levin's doing right now. He's like, okay, my partner's got 4 spades and 5 hearts. What do I need to make a slam? And so he can fill the cards. He said, well, if my partner's got ace queen of spades, king of hearts is 9, and the ace of diamonds, 13 points, we could have a slam. So he's definitely decided I'm going to look for slam because that's well within my partner's range. So he bids 2 no trump, their asking bid, and now Weinstein bids 3 diamonds to show short diamonds. So that doesn't mean slam is out of the picture. He can still make slam 11 if ace queen of spades, king of hearts, ace of clubs. That's all he needs. Ace queen of spades, king of hearts, ace of clubs. So he's thinking, how can I construct an auction that is going to get my partner to go to slam with ace queen of spades, king of hearts, and ace of clubs? And that's the process that Levin is in right now. So he's thinking, can I bid? I know that they play. I think he can bid 3 of a major forcing here. I don't know. But he's got to find some way to say, I have a heart fit for you and I'm interested in slam. I'm sure somewhere in my Google Drive I have Levin and Weinstein's Flannery notes to know exactly what they play over here. Weinstein, whenever I play with him, he makes me play Flannery, and he just sends me this package of things of what to play over Flannery, and so I've never memorized it because I don't play with Flannery with anybody except for him. So that's what he's doing. I mean, he knows it's well within range, right? Ace, queen of spades, king of hearts, and ace of clubs is 13 points, and Flannery shows 11 to 15 points. Yeah, I'm sure that's what I'm sure they have some way of doing that too. That slam try. No, not with these guys. These guys love their Flannery. I don't play either one. Yeah, there it is. Four clubs. And now he's double for the lead. That's not going to make Levin unhappy. He see the thing is on this hand you can't really go wrong. You're off two key cards, so at some point, even if you like decide to go to slam, you're still going to check for key cards. You're going to find out you're off the ace of diamonds and the king of hearts, and you won't know it's the king of hearts. You might even be off two aces, so it's going to be pretty straightforward to stop in five hearts. So it's really a nothing hand. It's just interesting to watch how they go about their business. Um, They open three diamonds, or sometimes they're not able to preempt because they don't have the right hand for three diamonds. Weinstein's thinking about what his bids would mean because I don't know whether because he definitely has a good enough hand to like cooperate and some. He only has 11 highs, I guess, but he has that ace of clubs, so I think he's gonna show some kind of positive thing here, but it's hard to know their methods. I don't know what four clubs means. Four clubs might be like a relay. It might be just a heart fit. A lot of doubling going on here. Okay. I wish we had that's one great thing about playing on those tablets, is that you actually the explanations are there. I wish we knew what their bids meant. I mean, I can go digging, but no, there's a few top players that play Flannery. A lot of the Americans play Flannery. Like Hammond loves Flannery. Soloway used to love Flannery. Kit Woolsey I think really likes Flannery. There's a bunch of people that like Flannery. I don't think it's but this is going to be a super boring hand. It's going to be really quick though, at least. In the other room, they also reached 3 no trump through the same auction. And see, he's doing what I thought was going to happen is he's playing a spade to dummy and leading a club up towards his hand in case that'll pick up ace jack doubleton or singleton ace. I'm not sure why Levin went the other route. All right. Let's see. That was quick as we thought. Let's see board 26. The lead is 17, so it means we've got a very flat set so far today. 13 to 12, yeah. Okay, East with a pretty normal one club opening. South is close to whether they should just overcall a diamond or double in bid diamonds. Let's look at it from his perspective for a second. So when it goes a club opener on your right and this is your hand, you got like kind of three choices. You could overcall a no trump. You're a little heavy. Actually, I think that's a route that he may end up going, bidding a no trump over a club. You've got a club stopper. You've got this nice diamond suit, or he could bid a diamond. Bidding a diamond, it's hard to show your extra values later. But yeah, there he is with a quick diamond overcall. He didn't consider a one no overcall. Because I'm keeping it on his perspective because I'm kind of interested to see how this hand is going to bid their next turn. Okay, so double they play as a transfer, 4 or 5 hearts. I'll unclick this kibitz in a second. Let's just check this out. So okay, so three diamonds, a very interesting call from partner. Partner has a four card diamond support. So now, what a great perspective to be in here. We're in the this is the hot seat of a decision to make. So they've doubled, showing four or five hearts. Partner's made a seemingly preemptive three diamond bid because partner could have bid three clubs to make a mixed raise. So partner's got a weak hand with four diamonds. So now South has to decide: are we beating four hearts? For one, and it seems like there is a decent chance we're beating four hearts, even though the South hand only they have you have a diamond trick for sure, you have a spade trick for sure. No, a diamond trick isn't for sure. There's actually a decent chance that there's going to be a void in diamonds with ace king six when partner's got four card support and they're jumping the game and you have this many points. A diamond void is very very much in the picture. So he's got these two ace of diamonds trick, the ace of spades trick. He's got this club holding that could cause the opponent's problems, and he knows the hearts are breaking 4-1. So yeah, so he decides not to sacrifice. So he's going to defend. Let's jump back and look at every hand now. Let's see. So east west. He is going to lead a diamond. They're in a lot of trouble here. They're going to lose the ace king of hearts, the ace of spades. They're going to go down a lot. Well, Weinstein had a very nice hand over there for his three diamond bid. He had a lot of defense. In fact, they're very, very close to making five diamonds on this hand. They can use the ace of hearts to throw away the four of spades. And so they only have two losers on the surface. But they need to be able to ruff two clubs in north hand, which they can do. So it's makeable. It looks like at least on a heart lead, five diamonds by north south would be makeable. I'm not sure about on a spade lead, because on a spade lead the timing changes. You're going to need to get over there urgently to take that ace of hearts discard on a spade. It changes the timing, but you can't do that because you can't. In order to make this hand, you kind of need to keep that queen of diamonds on the board, because when you're going to ruff the club on the third round, if you don't have the queen of diamonds there, then West is going to be able to ruff in with the 10 of diamonds. So five diamonds was better. I think they would have let a heart, although a spade lead is interesting. Club lead, I think that back to making, I think it would make easily on a club lead. It's specifically a spade lead that would cause five diamonds problems. But four hearts is just dead to rights here. I just don't, there's no path to making four hearts. Like, you have these three top losers, and let's just show from his perspective. I mean, from his perspective, it looks like he's gonna make it, right? He just basically he's not gonna make. He's got problems because they've tapped him in the wrong hand. They're forcing him to ruff with the hand with the clubs, so it's gonna be very hard for him to draw trumps on this hand. This hand is way too strong to preempt. Way too strong. I wouldn't even dream of I'm sorry. So this is like I wouldn't preempt with this hand with even with a queen less. I would be too strong to preempt. So I'm definitely, that's way out of my range to preempt. You could make a grand slam in hearts and play in three clubs. No joke. Like, a partner could have ace king fifth of hearts and ace fourth of spades, and you could just be cold for seven hearts, and your partner would pass three clubs because they have a singleton. You can't do that. All right, so now you can see he's taking the tap here. So now it's become awkward. I think he's gonna just play a spade. Yeah, and that's not even gonna help him. I think he sees that he's in a lot of trouble because he can't ruff diamonds. He just knows he's dead, and he's actually going to go down a lot on this hand. There's a chance that he could go down many tricks. Maybe not, but it's not even with 9 points. I would not be for sure. I would not like I will preempt sometimes with a 9 count, but not when I have like a first round control outside of my suit. I have two of the top 3 honors in my. It's very powerful. If your partner was a passed hand, if it came pass to me, I would open 3 clubs. He's just grasping at straws here. This is like he knows he has no hope to make this hand. He just can't get he can't get both those diamonds roughed. So it's the moment he roughs one diamond in his hand, the opponents could just play ace king of hearts. All right, let's just. I mean, this is going to be a doomed contract. Let's check out what's going on in this hand. Okay, so Greco. Oh, I'm still watching from the. So for them, they opened a diamond past two diamonds. That's a more normal approach. And now South did overcall two hearts. West bid two spades. So it looks like they have not gotten to three no trump. So it went two spades pass. Three clubs just making a forcing bid pass. He bid three hearts probably to as a checking for a heart stopper, and it went double pass pass, and now they couldn't really get to three no trump. He didn't feel comfortable treating 10-9 fourth as a heart stopper. I don't really blame him. Um, Although once he bid three hearts, maybe. Although he could still have the ace of hearts, I suppose. All right, so now they're back to four diamonds, and now I think Greco's going to pass. I don't think Greco's going to bid. I think Greco can see he's off the ace king of hearts. He can see that his partner's only got 11 to 15. I don't know what two spades showed though. Maybe he showed four spades, but because West can really see that a 4-3 spade Vic could be the right final contract. So that's why he probably brought the spades into the picture. But I don't know how strong he can be. It's very hard. This is a very different spot because they play a strong club. So West's hand is limited. That's why East could pass four diamonds, and it's a not vulnerable hand. So getting the game is not the biggest deal. So I think we very well might see Greco just abort this game forcing auction if it was ever game forcing, and just stop here in two diamonds. I think there's a decent shot we see that happening. All right, I'm gonna leave while we're in this tank. I don't think it's Fenton thinking. I think it's Greco thinking. It's usually Greco thinking. And we're still in this exact same spot here with 11 has not played a card. This is definitely one of the problems with bridge as a spectator sport when you get into spots where just like, and I don't blame the players. I'm one of them. I'm sometimes just going into like deep tanks. You don't want to screw up, and you want to make sure you think through everything all of the information that you have available. Um, but man, these 10-minute tanks or whatever they are just sitting bouncing back and forth. So okay, so they couldn't stop. So that's going to be a push board and five diamonds. And 11 is just tanking. It's always Greco. I don't even if Venton could be thinking, it's always Greco. I could see that a call is easier to teach than just you open four card suits. It's a little more straightforward. And weak no trumps. Do they teach weak no trumps in England? In the UK, sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's because it's actually kind of interesting. Like, I mean, it is easier in many senses to teach that way. If I learning as weak no trumps and four card suits, like teaching how to open the bidding, it's a lot less complicated, but it's definitely worse. So it's hard. I don't like the idea of learning one way and then having to relearn another way. There's no question that a call is not as good as normal 2/1 five card majors. There's no argument for otherwise. It's much less effective. You can always find 4 forfeits later. Finding opening those five card majors is just so important. Um, wow, Bobby is in tank. He knows this is weird because he knows that Steve has four small spades because Steve gave him count. He played high low in spades, so he knows what's going on. He knows Declare's got no diamonds, and now he's just like maybe he thinks Declare is 4405. And here, and Hampson is looking for some way to make this hand. He can see, Hampson sees that he's dead to rights. But he's thinking, can I slowly develop a heart, or should I play spades and try to get rid of a heart and hope they don't. I think that's what I don't know what he can see that he's down no matter what, but he's trying to think about which way he might get a misdefense. I guess is what he's thinking about here. If he wins the ace of clubs and plays a spade, no, there's no chance at a squeeze on this hand. Not. You'd have to lose some tricks first. You won't like in order for most squeezes you need to have lost the number of tricks up until the squeeze happens. Looks like he's gonna just play a spade right now. It feels like he's gonna hope that they don't shift to hearts. The prize for this event is a gold medal. This is just a world championship, and there's no cash prizes or anything like that. You just the winners of this match are going to be called the crowned world champions. I wish that we had a system a little bit more like chess, where then after this, the winner of this tournament would play like a 5 or 8 day match against last year's world champions to really crown a world champion for the year. Because to be honest, the formats of these events with 1 day matches and 2 day Swisses and like all this, it's pretty random about who ends up being the winner. I mean, obviously the best teams are going to win, but there's in 1 day matches, if you're 60-40 or 70-30 in every match, you're just like the odds of winning 5 of them in a row are so low. But if we saw a nice 5 day match between last year's world champions and this year's world champions, we would really have a sense for which team is better, and it would be a great spectacle for the game. And yeah, so they took their 3 tricks. Uh, and Levin eventually won the ace of spades and cashed the king of hearts. Wow, that was an interesting play. I think they teach slow. Yeah, I agree with you, Reggie, in some sense. I think that there needs to be kind of two different paths for bridge players. Some people just want like a ton of knowledge quickly, and some people really need it to go super slow, especially depending on what age you're learning the game and just what type of person you are. So I think that there's a need for both speeds. I think that they do a good job of bringing older people into the game and having it be calm and nice for them. But you're right that there's something missing in the sense that those who want to learn, who would just learn quickly and be good, it's not the club 8 week lessons to learn bridge or whatever is just not the way to learn. But most people who are like that, they're pretty resourceful. They go to YouTube, they find videos that they can watch that help them learn a lot quicker. Obviously this doesn't what we're doing here isn't very good for beginners, although Jerry, you seem engaged, so not that you're a beginner, but I'm just saying 2 years in, like that's still, I would think that this is, some of this is ridiculously like overcomplicated. A lot of the words, the technology, the terminology is probably still like what are you talking about, especially with conventions and all that stuff. um, what's going on. So this is just still Bobby thinking here. He's taking a long time on this hand. Okay. I also know nothing, to be fair. I'm just good at faking it for a while. I gotta say, like, I can't believe how long Bobby's taken on this hand. I mean, I look, everybody's entitled, and he obviously has a problem. But I think at this stage, he knows the hand. He must know the whole hand. So I don't know. All right, this was the Flannery hand. I would not be surprised to see these guys get to five hearts, although they do only have 14 ups at 11, so maybe not. Um, So this is again, this is not my way. I don't like to play this way. I would just be bidding my 2/1 structure. I would be bidding two spades with that north hand. Rebidding 8/5 of hearts just seems completely ridiculous to me. Obviously, they have their own system. They have to do what their system tells them to do, so it's not a decision for him. He had an automatic 2 heart bid, I'm sure, in his system. I just cannot imagine bidding a hand this way, showing hearts and then hearts with 8/5 of hearts instead of just bidding hearts and then spades and showing my best suit on my, at least on my second turn. I guess at this stage it's worked out well. This also seems like a very passive bid here of 4 hearts. Like that's not a bad hand. If I was like if so, my auction on this hand is a heart, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 3 hearts, setting hearts. Although no, I guess my auction south would have made a game forcing bid showing 4 more hearts. But if it was a 2/1 auction, um, interesting, interesting. I would definitely not be bidding 2 diamonds. Yeah, I would bid Jacoby because this hand's a little too strong to splinter. I would bid Jacoby. I think that I 4 club bid, even showing my strong splinter. This is a very strong hand. I mean, maybe it's not that strong. You have a 5th heart. You really do just need a partner to have an opening bid outside of clubs, right? Ace, queen, ace of diamonds, ace, queen of spades, king. Yeah, I think this is actually probably a decent splinter. I would just splinter with the south hand. That seems like the right approach. I play 2 tiered splinters, so my 4 club bid would show like an opening hand and a splinter. That's where this hand is. The North would know. Um, North might cooperate, but we really would need partner to have a really good hand. So auction would be like 4 clubs, 4 diamonds from partner. I have some interest, and then I would just bid 4 hearts, and then I think that North would probably leave it there. It's so much room. You had so much room here to look for slam. It seems so sad that you're left with this kind of decision over 4 hearts. Like, yeah, he eventually passed, so he did well. But over 3 hearts, partners should be more cooperative when they have interest. If partner had the hand that if North had the hand that South needs, they could find some bid other than 4 hearts over 3 hearts. 4 hearts should be reserved for like the absolute worst of the worst, not just worst in high card points. Like yeah. Anyway, here this one again. This is going to be finally a fast one. Oh, all right. We found a new board to play here. How'd the bidding go? A heart, pass, a spade, pass, 2 hearts. Okay. Yep, pretty standard auction. Standard opening lead of the ace of diamonds, excuse me. For the yawn, it is early. If you're new to my and you've stumbled onto my video, I am Gavin Wolpert. This is my channel. You're either watching me on twitch.tv or on my YouTube channel. I also have a website that you can see right below my name here, wolpertbridge.com, where I teach lessons, very elaborate lessons that are on demand. You can buy videos, or there's some live ones coming up. If you want to go and try a video out, I always happy if you watch a video and it's not the right level for you, or if you don't like a lesson, we will always give you credit to try a different lesson. So give it a shot. The lessons, I really are put my heart and soul into those things. You get 50 pages of notes in most of the lessons, and a video that you can access, and you can always ask questions on the particular lesson, and I try to be pretty quick as I can when I'm not playing, to answer them. Otherwise, I'm usually trying to be in these events instead of watching them. This hand, it looks like they're going to lose a heart, two diamonds, and maybe a club. So they're going to make three hearts. Oh, thank you, Reggie. I'm looking for the ad reads. Like I want to like this segment is brought to you by blah 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 blah. I'm like I got a target market here. If you have a business that wants to be read to, get about 1,000 or 1,500 people watching these over the course of time, and they're all bridge players who have a little bit of income. So if you got a company that wants to sell to bridge players, cool. I'm I love 2/1. I'm a big fan of 2/1 and not playing standards. This is, you can see he's just clearing trumps. It's not so easy to turn it into a subscription. I don't know. Technology wise, it's difficult. Uh, I'd have to reorganize things. Right now, I'm just focused on finishing the website, coming up with a front page that looks like I actually have a business and explains what I do. Right now, it's just kind of a junky front page website. All the website does is it does a really good job of keeping your lessons in your account and being able to access them when you want and that stuff, but it doesn't do a good job of selling who I am and what I do. So that's my next step before I worry about subscriptions or anything like that. Yeah, so when you have these 7 card fits, like this 6/1 heart fit, you just play. You want to clear trumps as quickly as possible so that the opponents can't like separate their trump tricks. That's why you just saw him play Ace King of Hearts and a heart, and now he's just going to slowly but surely lose those last two tricks. Uh, West could claim, but he doesn't know if the opponents try to cash too many diamonds or too many clubs. Like now, he's going to win the King of Clubs. He has a chance that his opponents that he might be able to use the spade to throw away his diamond. He doesn't know that the spades are actually breaking 4-2, so he has no chance. He's going to lose one more trick no matter what. All right, let's jump to the other table and see what's going on. This is a hand that they got to 4 hearts by East West, and oh, thanks, Andy. I appreciate that. It's pretty easy to go through and just gift it to somebody. Like you go through and you add the lessons to the cart, and then at the end you just type the other person's name in. Oh, cool. Thanks. That's actually what I feel about my lessons. Is they are made for people who don't know that they want bridge lessons, and if I can find a way to get the word out to advanced players to realize that how helpful the lessons can be to advanced players, I've really tried to make an effort to kind of service that area of bridge where there haven't been a lot of people who've made lessons for that area. And the problem is that those same people don't know that they want bridge lessons. Like when I was an advanced player, or like a high intermediate player, it wouldn't have occurred to me to go take a bridge lesson. I think I just want to play and learn. But yeah, there's a lot there for that area of the game, that level. All right, they're in 4 diamonds, so they're not going to make 5, but it looks like they are gonna make 5, but they're in 4. So this is going to be a tiny pickup to the nickel team who got 200 against 4 hearts. Because here 4 diamonds is just, it's gonna make 5 for 150. So I think it'll make 5. At this stage, he's gonna be able to rough 2 clubs in the dummy. He's gonna be able to use the Ace of Hearts throwaway spade. Cool. I mean, I love two-way no minor fours. I said this yesterday when I was broadcasting. Every advanced player has to play two-way new minor forcing. It's not like it's on my short list of conventions that are just there's no question that it makes your no trump rebid auctions just like a million times more effective. Like I hate regular new minor forcing, although I learned it, and everybody kind of has to learn it because two-way new minor forcing is way too complicated for novices and intermediates. But once you become a high intermediate or advanced player, you have to play two-way new minor forcing. Have to. It's just a must. There's not a single pair at the World Championships that does not play two-way new minor forcing. That's like I'm talking 60, 70, 80 teams, and every single pair is playing two-way new minor forcing because it is that effective of a convention as compared to one-way new minor forcing. There's very few improvements that you can make that are as dramatic as that one to your system, but it is at a level that it's complicated enough that if you're low intermediate, it's hard. It's hard to wrap your head around it. All right, so now he's roughing that second club. Well done. Hey, money. Yeah. Uh, that's what I heard. A few people at that Baltimore regional. Somebody posted something else from there. Yeah, right. It's is that the one that's in Hunt Valley or is it in Baltimore? It used to be in Hunt Valley this week. Okay, next hand, which was that boring two heart hand, I believe. So we're gonna probably just gonna skip forward to the other table. Yeah, they've moved on here. Finally, a new hand. A club pass, a diamond. South has a ridiculously strong hand. So he has 21. And this is kind of modern bridge. You know, you have 21 points and it started a bid pass, a bid to you. And you don't know, like in old school, if West had to have 13 points and East had to have 6 points, South would be like, well, I know my partner has nothing. But in modern bridge, people open, especially white, the opening bidder is not vol against vol. They're opening super aggressively. They're responding super aggressively. So you don't know with the South hand whether it's your game or not. So you have to show your hand. So South is doubled, and then if doubling and bidding one no trump would be a simple power double, that would say I have a hand that was too strong to overcall one no trump. Well, one no trump would show a one no trump direct overcall here with the South. Um, uh, the one no trump rebid. Doubling and one no trump overcall by 11. Let's just talk about the bidding here for a second. One no trump by South here, open pass a bid. One no trump would show 16, 18. To show 19 to 20, you would double pass one heart pass and you'd bid one no trump. That would say I have a hand that's too strong to overcall one no trump. But here, Levin with 21 and a 5 card suit, he was even too strong for that. So he double pass one heart pass, jumping to two no trump. That showed the next level up. And now he got his strength across, so his partner would know to bid game with like a 3 count. But his partner had a 1 count. They might still make game here. They have 4 diamond tricks. The other 4 aces, ace of spades, ace of hearts, ace king of clubs. So that's 8. He's going to make his 8 tricks for sure. But this heart lead is giving them a trick. He can stick in the 9 of hearts here. And what does he know from the bidding? He knows when a club pass a diamond. So that's a weird heart lead. That's really weird. A club pass a diamond and dummy bid a heart, and now he's leading a heart from queen 10 4. That's interesting that he's decided to lead a heart. I would be, I guess it's a tough lead. So there you go. You see, he's stuck in the 9 now. Went king ace. So now he's going to set up his diamonds. He's going to lead a diamond up, but he does have this opportunity later to play a heart towards the jack and make a 9th trick. So actually, they're going to make 3 no trump on this hand, but only because of that heart lead. And it's a strange heart lead. I don't know. It seems strange to lead the suit that your opponent has bid. But I guess all of the suits looked uncomfortable. You don't really want to lead ace and a diamond. You don't really want to lead from a club when it sounds like South has got a good hand with clubs. Yeah, I love the reverses stuff. Again, you got to be pretty advanced to be able to take advantage of it. But yeah, knowing what you're doing over reverses is just such a really critical part of the game. That's why it was one of the first topics that I picked to teach in the Master Series. I don't think that there's ever really been done where people talked about the slowdown bid and the need to slow down and how to survive in auctions where the reverses are very uncomfortable auctions because you're not yet in a game force. So figuring out what's forcing and what's not forcing and being on the same page is just such an important part of the game. You have to know reverses. So yeah, what I teach in that reverses class is what pretty much all experts play, unless you have special agreements. Levin and Weinstein play some fancy business over their reverses. I tried playing what they played. It's definitely workable, but I like to play what other people play because I don't like to have to talk about every little detail when I sit down with a new partner. I like to play like the standard expert things. Um, in general. I don't like to overthink my system, even if there's better systems available. To me, I just want to play what the world plays, so that I don't have to memorize new things. All right, so he's shifting to the spade now. It's too little, too late here. I mean, not too little, too late. It was nothing that they could do. The heart lead gave a trick, and that's it. So let's see what's going on in the other room. I think he's going to end up making three. All right, we've got this boring hand, but that's turning a little interesting because they're on a strong club. They have a strong club system. So West's hand is actually extremely good for a strong club system. They can't have 16, right? When you open a heart and you play a strong club, you can't have 16 points. So Hampson's hand is extremely powerful. After a heart of spade, he's got a really all key cards and 3-card support for spades. He's got a really good hand for playing 4 spades if his partner's got 5 spades. So they obviously play two-no trump as some kind of convention here because they don't have 18-19 balance because they would have opened a strong club. So they get to use two-no trump for their own methods. I don't know what they play it as. Maybe it's a bunch of different possible hands. Maybe it showed 6 hearts and 3 spades. It's really hard to know, just guess what they play, but it's definitely a convention. And 3 clubs was definitely kind of an asking bid, it seems like, or a minimum or something. And now 3 diamonds showed more about his hand. Maybe now at this point he showed 3 hearts, 3 spades, and 6 hearts. Now Greco knows he's only got 8 points, right? So he's got 8, and his partner's got at most 15. So he's thinking we don't have a game because he knows that we don't have a fit. So he's just going to want to slow this auction down as soon as he can. I need a coffee machine on my desk. It's too far for me to go and make a warm cup of coffee. I guess it's not very often that I'm broadcasting at 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, we got a lead directing double in there by North. And now they've stopped in 3 hearts, and they'll survive here. They only have, because the hearts are 3-3, they only have 4 losers. They have 2 diamonds, a club, and a heart. So it's a push board. They got a little higher in the other room. All right, a new hand over here. Did Bobby make 3? He did. He got that heart trick for 150. And this is the second last hand. It looks like, they play 32 boards. So we got 5 more hands. We've been going strong for an hour and a half here watching this set of boards. It's been a pretty nothing set. There's been a lot of flat boards. This is compared to yesterday. The 4 o'clock in the morning set was like 60-40. This one's more like 13-12 or 15-12. There you go. Okay. Club, a spade, South bid 2 spades, Q bid. He didn't have another bid available. You might think, well, but how do they know to support with clubs with only 4 of them when a club could be 3? He just doesn't have another bid available to him. 2 diamonds would promise 5, so he can't bid 2 diamonds. So he bids 2 spades, and it's no big deal. He's going to game. He's got 15 points, and when you show a fit in clubs, you don't end up playing in clubs very often. You usually end up in 3-no trump. So South really wants to find out about that spade stopper. He bids 2 spades. North has a 12 count, but he has a good hand. North, from North's perspective, you see this. Interesting that they were able to just stop on a dime here. That South, I guess South had a pretty minimal game for, so they're not going to make this hand. The 1 spade overcall on a 4-card suit definitely was effective on this hand because it turns out that 3-no trump will make on this hand. So basically what happened was when it went 1 spade, 2 spades, 3 spades, Weinstein with 3 little spades thought, hey, my partner's got a stiff spade. I think we're going to make 5 clubs. That's what he was thinking. But because they didn't actually have a stiff spade, we're going to lose 2 spades, and then they have a slow trump trick. Even with the singleton king of clubs dropping, the jack of clubs is going to produce a trick with East. But you see, he overcalled a 4-card suit. And if he didn't overcall a 4-card suit, North-South would have probably just gotten to 3-no trump. And in 3-no trump, you have 4 diamonds, 3 hearts is 7, the ace of clubs is 8, and then that king of clubs magically drops. And that is the 9th trick over there with the queen of clubs. So this is a potential pickup here for the Venton team with that 1 spade overcall. It is not my style to be overcalling a spade very often on 4 card suits. If you're going to do it, this is the right spade suit to be doing it with. But I find that I end up in 3 spades going down too often. Like even on this hand, look at how they would have done in 3 spades doubled. It would have been pretty ugly for them. On the surface, they only have 4.5 losers or something, but they have a lot of work to do. They can't. They're going to go at least down 1, possibly down 2. But I guess it's hard to double them. So he was trying for the only way you can pick up this club suit for no losers is by leading the queen and pinning the singleton jack. Unfortunately, it was a singleton honor for him, but it was a singleton king. Down 1, and he's not going to be happy to see that singleton king of clubs. He is immediately. I know that sound that Weinstein makes, like he makes like a little grunt, like oh my god, you got to be kidding me that it was singleton king. I guess he doesn't know yet that spades are 4-4, but as soon as he finds out that spades are 4-4, he's not going to be a happy camper. All right, here we see a diamond pass and no trump, which is even more difficult for the south hand. Again, and when you're playing against precision opponents and they started diamond pass and no trump, you know that they could both be full of it. You could have 30 points between you, right? Your left hand opponent could have a 10 count, and for their 1 diamond opener, the 1 no trump bidder could have 0 because they don't care. Their partner can't have more than 15. So when East has 0 points, they're always going to respond. And so you double because pass. I think he's going to bid 3 no trump here. I don't think he's going to bid 2 no trump. I think doubling and bidding 2 no is not doing this hand justice. I think you have 8 tricks in your hand. Maybe he'll bid 2 no, but and hope that his partner bids game with an ace. He did. Okay, he's done well. Problem is he didn't have 2 ways to do this. Like I don't even know if 2 no would be natural over 1 no. I feel like this is his only way to show a strong no trump. So I feel like I would have felt that the need to just bid 3 no trump myself with the south hand. It wouldn't have worked on this hand, but so he's done very well to stop in 2 no trump. Hampson's not going to lead a heart, so I mean I don't think he's going to lead a heart. It would be really weird for him to lead a heart here. I think he's going to lead the 2 of clubs, which is going to just set them on a path to make exactly 2 no trump because his partner didn't respond to major, so his partner doesn't have spades, so that's why you wouldn't lead the king of spades. Sometimes you'd lead the king of spades from that hand if your partner could have a major, but not when they respond to no trump. So the spade leads out. Oh, he let a heart as well. Interesting. Okay, maybe I'm just like looking at all 4 hands and finding it. They bid hearts. It's so weird. I don't know. Really odd to me, to be honest with you. Both tables, in the face of a 1 heart bid, led their 4 card heart suit. I don't know. I have a simple rule. I don't lead up suits my opponents have bid. You know, I follow that rule pretty religiously, unless I have a 5 card suit or something. Well, they would have made 3 on Trump on that lead. Jumping back to the other room here. Okay, we have a 2 club opener. Let's see how strong that hand is. They have 1, 9, 14, and 9 is 23 highs. So they've opened 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. It looks like they do not play a Kokish relay. So they just jump to 4 hearts, showing a weak hand with support. And this is a very nothing hand. They're going to lose the ace, king of spades, and the ace of diamonds. And you can see they have 10 hearts, so they don't have any problem with establishing the getting the queen of hearts is just going to drop doubleton. So it's really a nothing hand. He's going to win quickly. Lead ace of hearts, king of hearts, and the king of diamonds. And then the opponents just have to cash their spade, because if they don't cash the spade, they will be able to use that jack of diamonds to throw away a spade trick. But I think that this will all happen very quickly. Oh, so he claimed only 8 tricks. It said, but maybe that was a problem with the view graph claim. What happened? Oh, he put the jack of hearts up at trick 1, so he had no chance at an over trick. Okay. All right, let's see if Greco overcalls the four-card spade suit as well. It does go a club. He did not. So now I think that I think this is a pickup for north south. I don't see how you avoid 3 no trump at this stage. It's going to go a club pass, some number. He could might bid a diamond. He might, or they probably play transfers after one club, just from the alert of one club. I'm guessing they play transfers, and it's going to go club pass, and now he's going to bid a spade, transferring to no trump. Is that what that did they do, or maybe they? I don't know what they play. I'm going to stop trying to guess their system. Maybe if I click their names, the system's there. Is it? No, I can click you. No, I can just get to the player profile. Convention card. Let's see what this says. This is not the same pair. 2/1. No. Oh, I hear a child waking up, so I'm running out of time here. I might be done. In fact, I'm going to pause right now just for a second and go talk to him. I will be right back. All right, I'm sorry about that, everybody. I am definitely a dad first and a commentator second. And if my son didn't get back to sleep, I was going to be in deep trouble. So, what has happened while I've been gone? Um, they also got to five clubs down one, and then we had a normal push in board 30. This looks like a pretty interesting hand, though. That East is was in. And by the way, thanks. I'm glad to see that you guys got a conversation going on YouTube. Okay, so four spades doubled by East went for 500. North South are in five hearts, and how many losers do we have so far? It looks like they've lost two, and they're on a heart finesse for their contract. So it looks like he's gonna make it, but he also has to set up his diamonds. He's gonna have to get the diamonds right. So only two more boards in this set. So it's going to go queen. He would do best not to cover because now when he covers, he's going to give actually declare is going to get a chance to go ace of hearts, heart back to the 10. And once he sees that hearts are 2-2, he doesn't even have to guess diamonds. He can go king of diamonds, diamond rough, back, diamond rough, and diamonds will be good. So this is going to be no problem. If he didn't cover the king of hearts, it actually would have been more difficult for declare. Sure, I can check out board 30. Um, Greco didn't bid three spades on board 30, so I'm not sure what you mean. That is a really, really, really weird bid. I find it hard to believe that that's what happened. I mean, it just whatever. What do you mean? Your opponent's it's the opponent's hand. That's a bizarre bid. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't believe that he did that. I don't believe that unless West had done something before, like maybe West. He, how does he know he's not on lead? I don't know. Like what that's so weird. No, there's no way that he bid three spades. That didn't happen. There's no way that this is what the auction was. He didn't overcall one spade, but he decided to bid three spade. No, no. There's zero chance that is that this bid happened the way it happened. There's no. I don't see it. Sorry. It must be operator error. It can't be. Did they say something? Oh, I'm not. I don't have the chat open. Um, have we been at this table? Is this the table we were watching? I can probably scroll up and look at the chat and see if they said something. What? Oh, man, these guys. Okay, I don't know. Sorry. All right, last hand, and they were in four hearts making over trick. It looks like a pretty routine hand, although this three club preempt definitely got in their face. White against red, don't blame him, but now they might play three clubs doubled. Hampson doesn't really have an amazing bid here. I guess he could bid three hearts, but his partner doesn't need to have four. I mean, doesn't need to have four hearts to make this double. How many down are they going to go if they're playing here? They have two spade losers and three diamonds is five. Ace king of clubs is seven and the king of hearts is eight. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So they could go for 800 here in three clubs. Will go for 800. I mean, you're never going to see Greco lead from the king of hearts. So they're definitely going to lose that many tricks. But he didn't pass. Six spades double dummy. Yeah, you'd have to be a magician to see all the. You'd have to pick up the jack of diamonds. You have to not take the normal heart finesse. It does make, but you'd never make it. You just finesse the jack of hearts through and hope the queen of hearts is on side in any slam. I wonder what three diamonds is. Like, as opposed to bidding three hearts over the take a double. That's a strange way forward. Whew. I laid down again with my son to put him back to sleep, and I practically fell asleep myself. I felt bad about leaving the broadcast up. I was thinking maybe I should have just said, all right, thank you, everybody, and call it a day. I can't believe how lying back down was. All right, so 16 imps. Isn't that where we started? Isn't that what did we tie this set? Yeah, 16 to 16. Interesting. So we've got a match on our hands. 16 imps is anybody's game, as we saw in the first segment of this match. 40 imps can get rattled off pretty quickly in either direction. So this World Championship is up for grabs with 32 boards to go. I don't think that they're going to bid a slam, because in order to bid slam on this hand, they'd have to establish hearts, and I mean, their heart fit is in hearts, so usually you're going to get to keycard and find out you're off an ace and the queen of trumps, so it's very unlikely that they get to slab. Even though, excuse me, Greco's hand has 19 highs and his partner opened the bidding. When you have 19 and your partner opens, especially playing a strong club, you can't just drive to slam. How did they solve this at the other table? What was their bidding at the other table? Because they might not have opened with the West hand. They did open. So it went a club, pass, a spade, pass, and no trump. Pass, two diamonds, two-way new minor forcing. Pass, two hearts, pass. Now they got weird. Why wouldn't you just raise two hearts to three hearts? Set trumps. I don't know what this is. They wanted to know more information about their partner's hand. I guess they wanted to figure out what their doubleton was, maybe. They probably got fancy. This is where it got out of my wheelhouse. I don't know what that tune-up trumpet is. For me, like, I would just bid three hearts, and then West would bid just four hearts to say I have garbage, and then now East would have to decide whether they were worth going on or not. Probably not. King, queen, ace. The problem is you have bad hearts, right? If partner doesn't have the jack of hearts, think about how bad it would be to get to five hearts. You want to stop in four. When you have weak trumps, that's the time when you're going to be in jeopardy at the 5 level. King fourth opposite 4 little could lose 3 or even 4 trump tricks. So, but king 10 fourth opposite jack. I'm so sorry for yawning. I'm putting it's catching up to me. It's 10 after 6. I think the next set, I always have to look. I always go to worldbridge.org. Figure out the schedule. Oh, there was a schedule play button, but it is, the next set starts at 1:30 Europe, 6 hours from New York. So 1:30 minus 6 is 7:30. 7:30 Eastern time is the next set. Greco's in the Greco trance. I don't know how much time is left in this set. Actually, I can look at that schedule maybe. No. Ooh. Here's the schedule play. This should have the upper limits. So here, they should have been finished at 12:15, which is in 7 minutes. So they have no problem with time on this set. Where am I? Well, I'm finally there. They had no problem with time. So all of this thinking, and they're well within their time frame. So that's why the people are like, can you take this long on one individual bid? You got to realize that yes, they are taking a long time on those individual bids, but they're getting through the rest of the set at a pretty reasonable pace. So there's no problems as far as time. Okay, they stopped in 4. It's well done to stop in 4 in this hand. Both tables stopped in 4. you have no chance at making slam. Or I mean, slam is on. You would never bid slam. So stopping in four was definitely the optimal result. You can't go down on random roughs, and they should be happy. All right. Well, I'm gonna maybe go back to sleep because I'm exhausted. I don't think I'll be able to broadcast the next set. I don't know. My kids will wake up, and I'm gonna have to give my daughter her birthday love, and maybe go for a nice birthday breakfast and do all that stuff. So I think I'm done for this event as far as kibitzing and commentating. But you never know. If you subscribe to my channels, and then when I go live, you'll get a notification. So if you're watching and this is your first time with me, please subscribe, and also check out my lessons on my website. The website's nothing special, but the lessons are really, really, really elaborate, and I am very proud of them. So everything in Gavin's Master Series covers a lot of the methods that you see all these people play. Particular today, we saw two-way new minor forcing come up, and yeah, thank you very much. I will see you guys